Hey, dude, man, play this shit right here, man. Play this.
I was watching The Breakfast Club and caught this interview with D.L. Hughley that I wanted to briefly talk about. Check this out.
Now, what do you think about Joe Biden right now? And, you know, because right now is either Joe Biden or Donald Trump. What are your thoughts on Biden?
Well, yeah, I can't wait to vote for Joe Biden. I'm going to wait. I wouldn't risk my life, going to the mall, but I would to vote for Joe Biden. I'm telling you. And this whole Tara Reid thing and whether he did what she said, America in 3 or 4 years ago, decided that sexual assault was not that sexual assault was not you could not be excluded from the presidency for being a sexual assaulter. They already said that. They already said you can grab all the pussy you want, you can do whatever you want. Mm-hmm. We don't care about that. So I don't care about it now. If you didn't care about it then, let's not make that a prerequisite for being the president right now.
Wow.
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 Wow. As you all just heard, D.L. Hughley stated that he doesn't care about the sexual assault allegations against Joe Biden because nobody supposedly cared about the sexual assault allegations against Trump. Now, I don't have to tell you how problematic it is for a black man claiming to be speaking for the black community to say that he doesn't care about sexual assault allegations of any kind, especially when it involves white politicians. But I'm going to tell you anyway, this is extremely problematic, mostly because he could have used this opportunity to actually be an advocate for having Democrats address black issues the way we so direly need them to be addressed. And instead of asking them to craft and deliver a plan to help reduce poverty, create more jobs, and loosen restrictions that create unnecessary incarcerations for nonviolent or victimless crimes, this Negro out here talking about he's going to risk his life for Joe Biden.
Ain't nothing worth dying for. I can't think of shit I'd die for. If a motherfucker pulled a gun on my mother, I'd be like, hey, what'd she do?
This Negro out here talking about how he is willing to overlook sexual assault to again risk his life to vote for a man who helped create circumstances that led to more fatherless homes. And we all know the dirty details about children being reared in fatherless homes. Apparently that isn't a concern for DL, but back to his statements about Biden and why they're problematic. He's making these emotional arguments, trying to get us to believe that black folk are in such a desperate situation to where we do not have the luxury to vote for anyone other than Joe Biden. Voting for Joe Biden is so important that he claims withholding your vote is deadly and irresponsible, in response to Diddy's statements calling for black Americans to leverage their vote by holding the black vote hostage.
But it's
well,
in America,
DL, with all that being said, what do you think about people discussing, quote, holding your vote hostage because they want to make sure that
don't say people, Diddy. Me.
Yeah, but there's a lot of people that are agreeing with that. So people are saying that.
And a lot of people agree to anything. There was a lot of, if somebody said they were Jesus, thousands of people would take up the cause. So that's stupid, but it's dumb. Black people are dying from this. Black people. So maybe, and Puffy's statement was irresponsible and deadly. I'll tell you this. Black people are dying disproportionately from this. We are. Us, our grandfathers, our mothers, our fathers. So maybe what we get right away is somebody who isn't unconcerned that we are dying. Maybe we get to fucking survive. How about that? How about take that? How about we survive? How about we pick somebody that we're dying by the dozens and nobody gives a fuck about it? How about that? How about we
Well,
survive and pick somebody who at least will pretend to give a fuck?
But what could be more deadly and irresponsible than wanting someone who is pretending to give a fuck, pretending to represent your issues, to be relied on in resolving your issues? Are y'all listening to what this dude is saying? Are y'all listening to what this dude is asking us to do? He is basically asking us to vote for someone who is good at pretending to care about us so we can survive. He can't even name any spectacular plans that Joe Biden has for us or talk about the type of things that we should be asking of Joe Biden. We have to vote for him because we are dying and we need somebody who can act like they care about us, because apparently that's how you stop people from dying. Voting for more people who don't actually care to help us solve our problems. And you know, the saddest thing about this is that DL Hughley is always being sought out for his political opinions. And not one time have I ever heard him provide a solution that involved pulling other black brothers within his tax bracket to create more programs dedicated to resolving these long-standing problems in Black America. See, he's too weak to do it himself. He'd rather risk his life and yours on the hope of someone else vaguely giving a fuck. I wonder how much he got paid to say this weak shit. How much he got paid to disregard the reasons for low voter turnouts. Why do they think this man's opinion is worth being sought after when it is obvious that he doesn't understand these things? And it's so unscrupulous of him to talk about black folks having no agenda behind our votes while simultaneously asking us to throw our votes to Joe Biden.
Children do what they respond to. I just don't understand how we'll point. You'll arrest people for not social distancing, but you won't arrest two white men that slaughtered a black man. All right. These are reasonable asks, but to say, unless you do this for me without a level of specificity is a nebulous thing. I don't understand that. There are asks that we should all, as black and brown people, be able to agree on.
I agree with that. I think that, what Diddy did wrong. Well, what he did wrong was he said a black agenda, but he didn't specify what it was. If you're going to ring that kind of alarm, you should have something ready to go. Absolutely. Right then and there. That I agree with.
Is that not a reason to withhold your vote? What kind of message does that send? If you have no agenda, still vote? He's too lazy to even help Black America hash out an agenda. And it could be argued that having no agenda is the biggest threat to us, not withholding your vote. But that's too deep for DL because he doesn't care. Black men, I don't believe that we are in as dire of a situation, but I do believe there is work to be done, and that we are fully capable of resolving these issues. We need to boot men like DL Hughley out of the brotherhood, because a brotherhood that benefits us as well as our communities is one that is going to rely on the masculine strength, knowledge, and integrity of black men, not white politicians or black ones for that matter, pretending to give a damn about us. Let me know how you feel about this in the comments. And don't forget to like my video and subscribe to my channel.